Now put it on, come on, put it on, represent, put it on, come on.
Nobody can take nothing from Big L for the lost chief. The last punk who fronted got a mouth full of false teeth. I'm known to gas a hottie and blast a shotty. Got more cash than Gotti. You don't know? You better ask somebody. Big L is a crazy brother, and I'm a lady lover. A smooth kid that'll run up in your baby mother. I push a slick Benz. I'm known to hit skins and get ins and commit sins and sick friends. Cause I'm a money getter, also a honey hitter. You think you access me? Haha, I use a funny nigga. I flows, so one of my shows wouldn't be clever to miss. I'm leaving competitors pissed. To tell you the truth, it gets no better than this. I'll catch you wrecked to the break of dawn. In this song, yo, it's a must that I put it on.
Yeah, so put it on, Big L, put it on. Come on, put it on, big fella, put it on and on. Put it on, Big L, put it on, represent, put it on. Come on, put it on.
Some boy see we gon' nuzzle and tackle with the choke. Boy, you're going dead before you see we gon' smoke. See we gon' nuzzle and take me if you choke, you're acquainted. From me, you perform.
I drink my wet, not Beck's beer. I say dressed in slick gear. Peace to my homies in the gangsta lane. I see you when I get there. And it's the fact I keep a gat in my arm reach. I charm freaks and bomb geeks from here to Palm Beach. I'm putting rappers in the wheelchair. Big L is the villain you still fear. Cause I be hanging in Harlem instead it's for real here. If you battle well, you pick the wrong head. I smash mics like cornbread. You can't kill me, I was born dead. And I'm known to pull steel tricks and kill pigs. I run with ill kids and real niggas who peel wigs. My raps are steady slamming. I keep a heavy cannon. It's a new sheriff in town and it ain't Reggie Hammond. Peace to my peoples, the children of the corn. Cause we put it on. Adios, ghosts, I'm gone.
So put it on, Big L, put it on. Come on, put it on, big fella, put it on and on. Big L, you gotta put it on and on. Put it on, Big L, put it on and on. Word up, you know what I'm saying? My man Big L running things for the 9-4, the 90S. You know what I mean? It's the Kid Capri in full flare, and we gon' put it on a little something like this. Big L, come on.
Lord Finesse.
He be putting it on.
My man Buck Wow.
He be putting it on and on.
My man Fat Joe.
You gon' see lawyers, and you gon' see lawyers, and you gon' see lawyers, and niggas enjoy.
Okay, now catch up to my campaign. Cool the color of mayonnaise. I'm drunk and high at the same time, drinking champagne on the airplane. Spit rounds like a gun range, beat it up like Rampage. 100 bands, cut your girl now, yo girl need a band-aid. Grade A, A1, chain the color of Akon. Black diamonds, backpack rhyming, co-signing by Louis Vuitton. Horsepower, all this polo on, I got horsepower. Pound of this cost 4,000. I make it rain, she want more showers. Rain, pouring. All my cars is foreign. All my bras is foreign. Money tall like Jordan.
Okay.
It started right here, just me being like, yo, I want to rap and I want to do this music thing and take it seriously. And I learned and I sat and I observed and I watched, and it's crazy to go on there.
Last name ever, first name greatest. Like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with. Started off local, but thanks to all the haters, I know G4 pilots on a first name basis. In your city, faded off the brown. Nino, she insists she got more class. We know, swimming in the money, come and find me. Nemo, if I was at the club, you know I balled. Chemo, dropped a mixtape, that shit sounded like an album. Who'da thought a countrywide tour be the outcome? Labels want my name beside an X like Malcolm. Everybody got a deal, I did it without one. Yeah, nigga, I'm about my business. Killing all these rappers, you would swear I had a hit list. Everyone who doubted me is asking for forgiveness. If you ain't been a part of it, at least you got to witness. Bitches, bitches, bitches.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more. Welcome back to some more. I got my sound on. Welcome back to some more Deathmatch World Cup 4 action. I apologize, everybody out there. This stream is going to be absolute dog shit tonight. Me and Tommy have both been drinking today, and if it wasn't for anybody else but our boy Boom, this wouldn't even be happening at all. So let me get this set up. I'm gonna try to get into the stream right now, or into the game right now, make sure that it hasn't started yet. And I don't know, Tommy, how the fuck are you doing, man?
I mean, I feel good.
That's
Incredibly tired. Feel tired. My eyes are burning. The monkey with the cymbals is bashing around in my brain up there, but I'm here for you, Boom.
Boom, we are here for you. If it was anybody else, we would have said fuck off and we'll catch the game later. But we got to watch our boy Boom facing off let's see the seeding. It's number 33 Boom versus number 41 BacT. Will the DM competitor be able to take down the overrated RM player, or is BacT actually have some DM skills and he's going to send our boy Boom packing? So, earlier today, we had a couple of games going on. If you hadn't had a chance to check out Polar versus Al Drago yet, you missed a really fun series to watch. Polar was able to take him down 3-1. Definitely some good games going on there. Doubt took down Triple Bless this morning. And then earlier in the week, we had Tempo over Keller. Hydra taking down McGill. ACCM taking down Peon last night. And Casfa with the aggressive admin win over May. So you can't get a more aggressive admin win over that, can you?
No. Like what he did, He even got to retaliate, tell the guy what he thought about his mom, and then still got to move on. That's good work right there.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's that time of year where the sun's out. Greek TV has officially ruled COVID over, just over it. And we're hanging out with the crew. Had a bunch of what was that shit I was drinking? I don't know. It's the what is it called? It's called Golden Ale, Big Wave Golden Ale, Kona. Yeah, that shit's fucking. That's my when the sun's out. That's my beer of choice. Now it's a little bit later in the evening, transitioning back to Fat Tire. Tommy, you still chugging down a Bud Ice right now, or what do you got going on?
Well, sometimes I've been just hanging out here with my buddies, Jameson, drinking some Rolling Rock. Yeah,
Jameson, you're with one of the heavy hitters, huh?
Oh yeah. The good news for us is I think Boom is like his life expectancy is that of like a uranium-138 isotope, where it's like a 20-25 minutes. So like I'm doing the math here, doesn't look like it should be that long of a series, which I'm hoping for.
I think Boom's going to be able to put him away. I mean, with all these RM guys coming into it, and BacT being one of the lowest seeded ones, from what we've seen from some of the other ones thus far, I don't know. I guess my expectations of BacT are pretty low, but hey, we could be wrong. The one RM guy that I guess I just know I've seen watch is actually Casfa that we were talking about earlier. I think he's going to be dangerous. I think he's going to be a problem for people. Other than that, some of these other guys, while they do have good overall Age of Empires games, there's an early game, there's a mid game, and there's a late game. And these RM guys are just not ready for the heat, compared to some of these others. So it'll be very interesting to see if BacT can keep up with them.
Do you see the game? I have the game ID if you want. I was able to get into it.
Yeah, go ahead and shoot me the ID.
850.
Okay.
66169.
Boom, there it was. Oh, I just lost it like an idiot. All right.
What did you get?
No, I got it typed in there. It's like you just type it in and then the game pops up, but I was already going for the refresh, and so I'm definitely not in a place of quick reflexes here, so it's just not. Again, sorry everybody out there. This stream is going to be absolute dog shit, but we're getting it going. I think I need to go ahead and promote this in the Discord right now to let everybody know. Hey, Bo0mstik, our long lost member Bo0mstik, which is funny watching Zach cheer him on, considering Zach. Him and Zach. You know what? Actually, that's good. That just means him and Zach maybe have helped kind of put things aside, and we're able to support our boy again and get it going. So, boom! This is a biased media channel. We're rooting for you. Fuck all these overrated RMers. Let's fucking murder them. I want nothing less than first-degree murder tonight. Boom. Let's go! Alright, still trying to pull this shit up right now. Here we go. 4 Lakes, Magyar War.
Let me know when you're ready.
I just launched it right now. It's on the loading screen. I remembered to go over to casting. Don't play dumb with us, Zach. We all know what happened. Ha ha! Magyar War, 4 Lakes, DM World Cup 4 elimination match. Let's get it on. Alright.
Are you watching it now?
I'm watching it now. I'm at a minute right now. I'm sorry. Did you?
That's right.
Just
Boom is. It's alright, don't worry.
BacT already lost the villager. So back when I used to play Bo0mstik on HD when he had Magic Eco, you know, Russian Boom, like Boom was always a solid player, especially when he'd just mass up a full clip of units and just hammer them with you. But his start used to be trash. Once I got pretty polished, I was able to rush him pretty well. When I came back to DE, Bo0mstik was a completely new player. He would probably slaughter me if I tried to play him in a one-on-one right now. So
Boom's got an extra 2 buildings up before him, like right now. So if Boom goes heavy and hard, he can do this. He can snipe the villagers. BacT is just not. It's not a good start. It's really not. He's gonna get him. Boom will get him if he keeps the pressure up. If he sees it, if he starts sending his cav archers instead of massing them, I think he's gonna be okay. Boom. If he goes now, he could close this out.
Yeah, if Boom could get these paladins off this building and start hitting the hitting the villies, I think he's got himself a huge advantage. Again, like we were saying earlier, these RMers are just not used to the fast, high-level DM starts, and Bo0mstik is taking out these villies right now. He's up 10-6 on his villager count, so BacT's already on his back foot, trying to get his base.
BacT could get 2. Boom could get 2 more villagers right in the front. He's got another 2 in the back. I mean, clearly he's going with the no garrison approach. So Boom's just he's gonna get 1 more villager here, I think. Yep, there it is. He's got the snipe on the guy building the market, I believe. Oh. And he's dead. And he's got 1 more over here. Oof. Oh yeah, I think Boom now knows that he's got a very, very good commanding lead. Dump the market now, make your cav archers, and let's do it.
Going no mercy from the start. And out of a lot of players, I feel like the strengths of Bo0mstik really are typically his ability to mass up, army control, get a good population, and the macro parts of the game. So the fact that he's got to jump on BacT right now, BacT's in trouble.
Yeah, and Boom also has he also doesn't have any castles up too, and that's really the main point in this. When you don't have a castle up, oh look, BacT's going Scorps. Wow.
I saw something I saw Yeti trying to do as well.
And he's got another 2 villagers here. Boom's got him. I like what Boom did now. I think Boom should just mass up and go in for the kill.
Yeah, and I think that's what he's trying to do. He's getting. Oh, look at this aggressive castle up front. Oh man, I love it. Yeah, if he can get a couple units over here to protect some of these villies, he might lose a couple, but it looks like he's probably gonna get this castle up. BacT's doing a good job getting these cav archers up there, though. All right, good job denying the castle from BacT. That was a good play. I mean, he better have done that, or else he'd been in trouble. But looks like BacT's gonna have trouble mining for gold with these paladins running around in the base here. Looks like we got it's 100 to 75 population advantage right now. Boom doing an excellent job of keeping pressure on and still harassing the back of his base. It looks like Boom's base is going to be sitting comfortably right now, just kind of on the beach of this Four Lakes with a margarita in his hand, as he builds out his eco.
He's going for the castle again. They're going back in.
Yeah, BacT's kind of... Oh, and quick wall action going on here. Is he able to stop it? Nah. Good job. BacT's doing a good job of denying this castle, but Boom's kind of got him in a fork right now where it's either, hey, you stop the castle and get your cav archers killed, or you start fighting and let the castle go up. So, excellent play by Bo0mstik. He's got it fortified now. He's got the hill. And if BacT's going to continue to try to fight Boom on the hill, he's going to lose. I think Boom realized that he wasn't trading well at this point. Time to just back up and mass up a little bit. But he's got the middle hill fortified. BacT already trying to get some castles and stuff going here on the peripheral. So good job that BacT already adjusting to the what's going on with the situation on the map. But he is definitely on his back foot right now.
Yeah, BacT went with a he went with the market. He went with a panic market, I think. Only 33 villagers. And Bo0mstik has 42. So Bo0mstik, sizable lead, very sizable lead.
Bo0mstik already bringing out the skirmishers, which is probably a good idea against all these cav archers. Go ahead and try to soak up some of those arrows while the main cav archer army keeps hammering. I think BacT's doing a pretty good job of micro here, trying to take out specifically the cav archers, but yeah, BacT's just getting swarmed right now. He better protect his main cav archers there, or he's really going to be hurting. Looks like we got Bo0mstik streaming another line of villagers, try to get some of these castles up.
I think he should have went with that back castle, getting that up. That would have protected him. Boom can do a lot now. He can pick up relics. He can, sneak a dock. I just don't think that's him. I just don't think he wants the long game here. But I think it might come down the long game.
BacT's done a really good job of coming back. He's at a 150 to 100 population right now. Bo0mstik's got to really do a good job here now that he has these castles up on this middle hill. It's going to be really expensive for BacT to try to push this down. We know BacT went marked it, but he's absolutely cashed on all of his resources.
Yeah, so is Boom, though. BacT's got 50 more units now than Boom does. So this is not a comfortable situation for me.
No. BacT must have heard us talking smack in the chat here, because he absolutely got his self back together after the beginning there. So I think we're in for a long Magyar war here. It's going to be pretty expensive for BacT to take this hill back from Boom, and we'll see a lot of shots here on the perimeter. Hopefully Boom, here we go. We got the villagers streaming down to get this gold pile here in the south, which is good. I'd like to see Boom get maybe another castle or some sort of military buildings over here in the south to protect this gold.
Yeah.
And Boom's kind of low on food here. It'd be good for him to try to get some hussar going to be able to snipe some of these trebs coming out, or at least get some billies up here to protect this castle.
I like what he's doing here. He's putting his cav archers on the hill. But yeah, not super comfortable right now with this situation.
BacT going with a castle up here in the north part of Boom's base to be able to harass the farms of Bo0mstik.
Yeah.
And it looks like this castle is going down for Bo0mstik.
This isn't good. I think Boom spent a lot of his wad. I don't know if
Boom
he's
definitely shed a lot of his wad. He sees the castle going up, immediately walls the area, and now he's got villagers hammering these villagers trying to, or he's got cav archers hitting the villagers. God, I'm fucking drunk. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I think this game is gonna. I think we could speed this up a little.
Boom still reeling right now. Can't stabilize. BacT's pretty much out of gold right now, but he is popped out. On the other hand, Boom, again, not much luck either. BacT doing a good job at taking over these lakes right now. He's got the Bubba Gup shrimp company right now gaining food for the people. Yeah, somehow BacT's still able to get the siege out, and already threw up a castle in the middle hill as well. So this is some good stuff by BacT here.
If he castles that hill where Boom's castle's going down, he's going to be able to push Boom off his stone piles. It's going to be GG.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What a turn of events! What a turn of events, Boom. I love you, but I love you, man. How could you do this to us? Damn you, Roger.
Excellent play here by BacT. You got to give him credit for immediately with the counter push and throwing up the castles and taking back the hill. It looks like population count, BacT's about popped out right now. Bo0mstik sitting about 160 and climbing. When it comes to relics, BacT already has 3-0. And so this is the point of the game where the RM is really kicking in, and we need more than cav archers from Boom if he's going to be able to take out these trebs and push back. I think Boom is still in a spot where he can give some on his base. I don't see a huge army here by BacT, but excellent job of him getting these rams out in front to soak up these arrows from these cav archers. I almost think it'd be more advantageous for Boom to go with the Magyar Hussar rather than trying to go with the Haldovers right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Boom is just gonna get out ecoed. BacT's popped. You know, I think the turning point was that castle. I think that aggressive castle was too aggressive, and Boom could have used those. Boom could have used those elsewhere, those villagers.
Yeah, I think at the point where he wasn't able to finish off BacT, he could have maybe came back on the hill and saved some of his units. Yeah. But BacT, excellent job playing and being able to stabilize after Boom was really wreaking havoc in the back of his base.
It does. If I'm Boom now, Boom's got to know now that he can rush BacT. He just can't be sloppy with it, right? So, let's see what Boom does.
Yeah, at this level with in a DVM. Oh, we got some paladins coming out now. That'll help us soak up some of these arrows and take down some of the siege as well. Boom sitting on under 500 food and gold, but he's sitting on about 700 wood, about 500 stone. But Tommy, definitely as you pointed out, these stone piles up front are going to be trouble for Boom to get to start building more castles. So BacT's sitting on about 1,000 food, 500 gold, 1,400 wood. Definitely has a resource advantage right now.
Yeah, Boom lost this. Sadly, I don't see how he's going to be able to come back from this.
I do not see a wind condition for you, Bo0mstik.
Mm-hmm. Bo0mstik's going to be upset because Bo0mstik had him. I really feel like he had him really good.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Yeah, Bo0mstik sitting on about a population of 130. BacT is absolutely popped out right now. I think one thing BacT did really well is got these fishing ships going almost immediately. And there, we call it Bo0mstik down 0-1 to BacT. Excellent play by BacT. We love watching the high level stuff there. If it would have been me, I would have been toast and I would have gave Bo0mstik the W. But excellent job being able to climb back from the heat that Bo0mstik was bringing in there. Good game one. That was a good, fun, aggressive game one. I like that one. That helped wake me up a little bit, along with this fat tire. So, game one here. It's going Magyars, 4 legs. BacT.
There's another game. I could give it to you if you want.
1 second. Let me get to the screen and then we'll get it going. Alright, I'm ready for it.
All right. It is 850-69647.
Did I? Ah, there it is. Looks
Ready?
like we're playing 4 legs again, and we're up with Saracen. So I got the loading screen up right now.
Let me know when you want to go.
Go with it.
Go?
Yep. Are you actually in the game?
Yeah.
Okay. Pause it for 1 second and start it again. I'm at like second 12 right now.
All right. So Boom is going castle, very fast market. Okay. And BacT is he's going 2 stables and 1 archery range, which is kind of weird. But all right. All right.
I don't know if I like the move from BacT building the houses on the front side of his base. This is what I see a lot of the armors doing right now. It's like, yeah, get the military buildings out in front. I would definitely expect Boom to try to bring the heat again with some of these camels. Although, yeah, never mind. Bo0mstik's going with the castle start, so this is going to be a little bit slower build. So
Is this Bo0mstik or Chalksaw? What's going on over here? He went with the clump of clumps.
Oh man! Shout out to my boy Chakasaw right now out there on HD.
Oh, but he did beat BacT to market, right?
Yeah, he beat him to the market. I think Boom realized that he's not really going to see a huge rush from BacT, so screw it. Why not go with the castle start, get the market going, and with a Saracen war with gold being so heavy, it's like shit. You might as well get the value on gold while you can and go market. So,
Boom being a Bitcoin investor, he knows the value. You know, that's it.
Yeah, Boom is very high on Ethereum and Litecoin as well. We'll see how that works out for him. I heard Dogecoin had a huge surge recently, which is pure fake monopoly play money with that currency. So very interesting. Yeah, Cav Archers, I don't know if I'm a fan of that in a Saracen North. You're going to see a lot of camels. We got some dirty Scorpions out here as well. I don't know if BacT's played a lot of DM with Saracen. This is a very interesting choice by Boom that might go in his favor.
Or knows how to read a tech tree, but that's okay. That's all right. You never know, though.
Boom already has trying to get troops up here on the hill. I think BacT's trying to rally to see if he can take it from him. BacT does, since he didn't go castle start, does have a little bit more of an army right now. But having Mamelukes over these Cav Archer right now is definitely a better value in terms of attack for Boom.
Super shit placement for an army of what BacT did, right? He let his Scorpions come up in the front and the Cav Archers to get mangled. Then he brought in the camels. So it looks like Boom is going to get a castle on the. He's going to get a castle up here on the hill.
Yeah, it looks like BacT's got an Ani out, has a couple of shots, takes out a couple Mamelukes, but that one's already down, and these fake Scorpions are getting blasted as well. Boom going right through his base right now. BacT does have a couple of castles out to help support.
It's a trap.
Yeah. I don't see Boom really getting a huge push going right now. I think he should pull out. He's got the cheap trash pikemen getting out that he's going to get good value on with these camels, and the castle's shooting arrows. So yeah, I think Boom just needs to sit back on this hill and just mass up and start trebbing stuff down, especially with this castle on the other hill by BacT. Boom going for the early raid, trying to get the Mamelukes around, but they're going to get chopped down by the castles. BacT doing a good job of getting all his troops around this Ani right here to be able to fire out. But Boom already coming to sniping these siege workshops, which is probably a good idea. BacT's gonna have to try to get some siege workshops going in the back of his base. Boom with 100 to 70 pop advantage right now. Finally getting these Anis up in front to help protect these Trebs from the Anis of BacT. The castle that BacT put on that hill looks like it's going to go down here pretty soon with about 4 Trebs smacking on that right now. Just tapping that ass.
I think BacT just doesn't understand that Boom doesn't care about map control. Boom is just going to go through your base to the other side. Like, that's it.
Yeah, I think Boom's more concerned about the
here's some onagers. Ani shots.
Boom! Boom! A couple Cav Archers folded there, and an excellent job immediately coming in with the camels as the Cav Archers retreat to try to soak up some of these onagers, and then boom, the camels are out.
Again,
boom.
They're coming back for more. Hit me
Boom.
again, sir.
Please, sir, may I have another?
Micro. Yeah.
Please, sir, may I have another?
Boom with some really good micro here. I mean, maybe Boom just has so much more gold. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Boom.
I don't think
Watch those
Boom
traps.
has enough army behind him now, and especially with those trash units coming out. I think it's time for Boom to sit back on the hill. Maybe if he can get a castle up where he just knocked down that one from BacT, that would be a good position for him.
He's all out of wood. All out of wood.
Yeah, BacT's all out of wood. Those Cav Archers early. Boom out of gold right now, but both of them are pretty low on gold. But Boom's sitting on about 8K wood and 4K food, which is good for him since he did grab the market earlier and still has more resources in that area. Boom realizes he's not going to be able to go right through the base, so he's immediately going to start taking out the edges over here with 8 Trebs right here. This castle's not going to stand up long. This is going to be a 2-hitter quitter right here. Chink, chink. He gone.
Yep. Boom needs to get his pop-up really fast. Really fast.
Yeah, I think in the first game, I'm really amazed by how quick BacT was still able to get his pop-up. And is that are those siege towers I see on the field now?
He said towers? We got a noob.
Not sure how the siege towers are going to help him in this situation, but I am going to be excited to watch him get smashed down by these Ani shots right here.
Yeah. Operation Pinata is in full effect.
BacT trying to chase down these Trebs with these Mamelukes, but he's going to lose a lot in the process. We'll see if Boom can get a couple camels over here on these Mamelukes and take down that army. That's going to be an expensive loss right there.
Yeah.
BacT's able to get away without losing too many in the process. Boom's got to make sure to protect these Trebs over here. We got a bunch of villagers standing around getting hit with arrows right now. You got to get some army and some trash units over there to take that down. BacT's going to be able to get a castle back up where he lost before. And game 2, we got a game. This could literally go either way. However, BacT is popped out right now while Boom's struggling around 100 pop. That's where the RM skills come into place. BacT's able to battle and keep Boom off of him with while still being able to get the rest of his eco and population out. Credit to BacT. Yeah, Hydra, you're right. Boom is playing like a monster in the start of both these games. We just got to get him going in mid-game to be able to match the population and the eco that BacT's throwing out here. A couple camels over here going to deny this castle next to this gold pile. Not able to get the quick walls up in time. Good move, my Boom.
Boom can make hussars. He could send something over there, do a little bit raiding. He's got to do something to get BacT off his game right now because BacT's playing like a beast.
Yeah, BacT's playing well. Excellent raid down here by BacT in the south, trying to deny some of this gold. We got some champions. I don't know how much I like champions right now in a Saracen war. Boom coming in to snipe both of these Anis. I think it's almost better to go trash. I think maybe Boom's thinking, oh, he's going to go trash Halb, so I'll go champions. But,
here he goes. Saracens into onagers.
Here comes the siege towers. Here comes the siege towers. Please just absolutely destroy those with the Anis right now. Just hammer them. Hammer them. Boom, boom,
oh
boom.
My gosh.
There goes down a whole bunch of Mamelukes. Oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. Excellent Ani shots by Bo0mstik. Bo0mstik in his army control with the siege is always top notch.
Yeah.
Here comes some more Ani shots. That Ani goes down. This Treb's probably going to go down here soon.
Here's BacT sending out some Rams with no protection. Rule number 1 in life, and I'm going to tell you something that will help you in real life too. Always protect your siege ram. Always.
Oh, trading on shots right now.
Yeah. There we go. Boom's got Hussars. I like it.
Oh,
I like it.
Yeah, if Boom can get these Hussars around the side of the base, then definitely gonna have an advantage here. He's doing a good job of putting pressure on these onagers so they can't hit up on the Trebs. Although I think if Boom doesn't get out of here quick, he's gonna lose all the 4 of these Trebs right now, and it's really gonna slow down the push.
Yeah.
We got Arbalest coming out now for Bo0mstik. Maybe that's not a bad value. I think Bo0mstik's just trying to figure out the best solution to go against these trash units and these halbs that BacT's putting out here. Maybe Arbalists are the best choice right now. If you can mass up enough of them, they can do a good job.
Am I seeing Saracen Knight?
Is there a knight on the field?
I see 2 knights.
I think we're going to see the whole fucking tech tree tonight, Tommy.
What? Who's going to go P-Tarts first?
Oh my goodness, we've seen absolutely every unit so far tonight. This is some crazy stuff. Not expected, but yet definitely a pleasant surprise. Looks like BacT's trying to get the Trebs out on this castle.
This is a really bad spot, yeah.
Ooh, Boom immediately with the Anis hammering that shit down.
Oh, and
no, BacT, not so fast.
Oh my gosh. Boom with these onager shots. Are you watching this? Are we in a different game?
Hammering.
Look at this.
Hammering them. Bow, bow, bow.
I thought Polar had the best onager shots. Not so fast.
Oh, man. Ooh, good trade there. Ooh. See
Boom
if
is going,
Boom can get this last Ani. Oh, can't quite get it, and the Hussars are going to come chop it down.
Boom is out on the other side trying to get the gold too. Kudos for Boom for doing that. I need to see Boom with this. He needs to get. You see in the north, like right in the north. I would like to see one castle right up there.
Yeah, he needs something here to protect some of his base. He's trying to farm out there. Boom is finally popped out. The same with BacT right now. I think BacT's advantage in the first 1.5 games right now was being able to have a population advantage and get the eco going. But now that Boom is matched him right now, from what I've seen thus far, Boom's doing a much better job with the army. As I say that, his Arbalists are getting smashed by this Onager, but he does got the Treb out, going to start pounding on his base. We got some Rams coming on the side to take this castle. If he's able to take this castle, then he'll be able to take one of these gold piles from BacT.
Yeah. Boom's got to get a relic or something. Like, you can't let him have all 5 relics. Like, you know?
BacT's doing a really good job of using his buildings as a shield for his onagers right there. I think Boom just needs to maybe just take the slower route and start start trebbing down some of the buildings up front first before trying to push too hard on the siege workshops and other things. Looks like BacT's trying to come in for a raid here on these farms, but we got this castle up that's gonna arrow them down. Ooh, almost got this castle in the east down from BacT, but he's able to protect it and keep his gold pile.
Boom is having a pop problem right now. And BacT is popped. And he has gold.
Yeah, well, what I'm looking at is BacT sitting on, he's under 500 gold. Meanwhile, Bo0mstik's sitting at about 2,400. But yeah, he definitely has a population problem.
I meant to say Boom has a population problem, but he has gold. Whereas BacT doesn't have gold, but he has pop.
Gotcha. It's
been a rough night.
It's been a long day. It's been a long day. A bunch of Mamelukes on the field from BacT now. Definitely has a stronger army than what that Boom has on the field. He's got onagers. He's got the Mamelukes. Yeah, I think it's time for Boom to back up a little bit here. He is able to snipe a couple of these onagers. BacT's not paying attention, and he gets all 3 of them, and he only loses about 4 Arbalists in the process. That's probably a good trade. Bo0mstik streaming in some of these pikes on the east side of the map to hammer out some of these villagers trying to chop wood and farm. BacT has fire ships. He snuck a dock in the back, and he's setting these fishing ships on fire. Boom recognizes that pretty quick though. He's got a couple fire ships of his own, stopping that nonsense. He tried to get another dock down here as well on his other lake, but Boom sniffs that out. And yeah, 4 lakes definitely adds another element of being able to go Navy, even though these lakes are small. If you can take over one of the lakes from somebody, that it completely cuts off their food production.
I think Boom should sit on the hill in the middle and attack on one of the flanks. Right?
Yes. Although the way the map's set up right now, it looks like BacT's going to be able to squeeze him from both sides.
These onager shots in the middle.
BacT getting the castle up on that hill. It's going to be a good position for him. Boom. Looks like this castle is going to go up by BacT. Bo0mstik is still sitting on some gold. He just needs some wood and some food right now. BacT sitting on about 2k wood, about 1,500 food. Struggling with gold, but I think BacT's just doing a good job of getting his gold out on these units quick as soon as he gets it. So very efficient play by BacT that we've seen so far, and he's definitely taken control of the map here on Bo0mstik. Population about 190 right now for BacT. Bo0mstik sitting at about 130.
What do you think about adding a relic or wonder victory to these games? You know, keep them short.
I don't know if a wonder victory would be short. I don't think a lot of these guys would waste a lot of resources and villagers trying to build out a wonder. Although the wonders are very beautiful, and it is saying something being able to put up a majestic building like that and protecting it from your opponent. But I don't know if anybody would go for it. I mean, Yeti would find a way to go for it, but that's about it.
Oh yeah. He would build like 4, you know. You're like, well, they knocked out the decoy one.
BacT in complete control of this game now. Yeah. He's got the Treb knocking on the front door of these castles. I mean, if Boom can just get behind, BacT is doing an excellent job on these pushes. He's bringing in the siege. He's got Rams and Trebs going at the same time. It's hard for Boom just to sit back and mass up his army because the longer he waits, the faster these castles are going to go down.
Yeah.
And that is GG. BacT coming back. Game 2. Whew. All right, Tommy, our boy, our one and only beloved Bo0mstik is fighting for his life right now. He's got to pull off the 3-game sweep, but like we've said before, all you need is a chip in a chair. The problem is that was Bo0mstik's home civ and home map, so BacT's gonna be able to pick now, and hopefully Boom's got to steal. He's got to steal 2 home maps from BacT. He's definitely climbing uphill on this comeback, but if anybody can do it, it's our boy Bo0mstik.
Yeah.
Tommy, thoughts on that matchup? What did you see from both players that you liked?
I thought it was a fun game to watch. I think that BacT is he's a pretty good player. And I think that's what we got to walk away from this. He's a good player.
I think I think we can go ahead and take the overrated RM tag off of BacT. This dude can play. Still needs to work on his start a little bit, but clearly able to get once he does get things going, he's definitely a problem.
Right now, I can forgive him on the start. This is not gonna be good. Looks like he's picking Noobopolis. I mean Acropolis.
Noobopolis. That's where Mace trains. I'm shaking with you, Mace. I don't know if you're in the chat right now. What up, Mace? We got Sabron in the chat. We got Hydra in the chat. Already advanced onto the next round. Just coming to hang out. Oh, that's funny. There's an auto mod in the chat. It said, held message for reason. Identity. And Sabron said, I bet he goes Japs. So... to all the algorithms and robots out there, it's not racism when we literally need to talk about the race that we're playing with. So
so it looks like Kellen popped in for a good do or die. This is do or die. Oh, and it looks like the game started.
Oh, it did. All right. If you see the game code, holler for $1.
There it is. I see it.
It hasn't popped up for me yet.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We've got Malay
Get out of here.
on Acropolis. Throw this guy out of the tournament. Jeez.
Is BacT feel like he's that comfortable in a position to win that he's going to go a crappy Civ and map just to throw off his opponents scouting the match?
No idea, but I think the game code is 850.
All right, 850
73377.
And here we go. Oh wait, here we go. All right, I'm in the load screen right now. Let's get it on the casting screen. I've remembered to put it back on the casting screen every time so far, so I don't want Bo0mstik to lose, but if he does, then it guarantees my successful streak of not being a noob on the stream.
Yeah.
All right, so Acropolis, you're on top of this big hill, so it makes it harder to push and take the hill. And then we got some gold piles here. We got a relic out in the middle. The relic positioning is pretty even for both players. Their maps are a little bit closer together. The west part of the map, there's just no resources and anything over here. So I think that'll help speed up the game, just kind of shrinking the map the way it's laid out right now. Bo0mstik already down one villager. Excellent scout play by BacT. We'll see if Bo0mstik can return the favor. Nope. He's able to get the Cavalier out and chop him down. What the hell do you do in a Malay war? Kellen, you're in the chat. What the hell do you do in a Malay war other than resign? Do you just go Elephant and Scorp and hope for the best? Do you just go cheap units? What's the strategy here? Nobody ever plays Malay war. This is a complete curveball. This is a knuckleball for all that matters.
So, somewhere in the other chat, Yeti's like, hey, that was my strategy. I was going to try that. What's he doing?
Crown thinks that BacT's map control and micro is going to be the deciding factor on a map like this. You're probably right. However, with this curveball of melee coming out, who knows what's going to happen. Boom's army's getting dragged while a second cav is going to come in, see if he can get any snipes. Boom still has a villager on lunch break in the town center, not really doing a whole lot. Bo0mstik going to these siege workshops on the east part of the map. You see that, Tommy? This will be pretty interesting if he can get these siege workshops up and what he does with that. A couple elephants on the side of a BacT's base. Maybe he can get in here.
Oh, he's going for a sneak castle. Do you see that? Going for a sneak castle in his base.
Oh, I do see it. Do you think BacT's are gonna? We'll see if BacT sniffs it out. He has, yeah, it looks like his troops already got it. Oh, and immediately throws up a castle with the quick wall. Yeah, I don't think Boom's going to be able to get that one going. And doesn't have any range units in there yet to snipe that Villy. Although we'll see that we got the villager coming down the sideline here.
Yeah. Yeah.
How crazy is this? He literally built the castle 0 spaces away from from Bo0mstik's castle that he's trying to put down. All right, there's no way this castle is going up. That's going to be the miracle. Holy moly.
I'm a little concerned about this game. I mean, at least Boom is playing the game where it's not going to be long and drawn out.
Nah, Bo0mstik going for some sneaky shit immediately right away.
Yeah, good for him. Yep.
Nah, Kellen, BacT's looked really good so far in the series. When you go back and watch it, Boom definitely came out and jumped him in the first 2 games, but BacT did an amazing job of being able to stop the push and still build out the rest of his base and get his pop-up. BacT's been playing really strong. Got to give credit to BacT for the way he's put on a show for us tonight. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Sabron, Boom has had a chance to win both games. It's just credit to BacT for being able to come back from both of those rushes and get it going. Got a bunch of Scorps being built up here in these siege workshops. Boom doing a good job at just keeping them garrisoned to let them all out at once. Yeah, I'd like to see Boom move his army down here to move with the Scorps. Oh, he moves the Scorpions out too soon. Now these elephants are going to come in and just chew all of them up. He shot his wad too quick on that one, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's why you got to use the blue rhino. Always gives you a backup shot, you know.
All right, he's gonna try to garrison now, but these elephants and halbs are just gonna chop him down and knock on the door and force him to come out. Bo0mstik sending his elephants into a bunch of ranged units, arbs and scorps, so he's gonna lose those pretty quick. I think Boom needs to just build up and try to take some of this gold and try to go for the long game right now.
I don't think Boom. I think Boom is probably just as enthusiastic as we are right now. I mean, he just lost I just don't see it. I hope it, but I don't see it.
Yeah, BacT's sitting on about 150 pop. Boom just cracked 100. So again, another advantage of population when it comes to BacT, just able to build out more, preserve his units more, and get his eco going.
You never want to cast one of these guys' games, his game again, if he's going to do this Acropolis shit again.
I don't mind it right now. I think he's playing it well. He's got buildings all up over the field. He's cutting Boom off from any relic or any resources on the bottom. Obviously, the final push is going to be difficult on a map like this, going uphill. So looks like on this type of map, it's really about just trying to... This map is about map control more than anything else, as Crown pointed out for us earlier in the chat. Ooh. We got some karambits coming around to chop down these villagers that Boom has on the side here. Boom has a nice little army here in the middle. Not a whole lot of siege behind it. We got an excellent composition by BacT. Good mix of some melee units and then a bunch of arbs and scorpions behind them to protect. All right, here we go. Boom with a couple of onagers now to be able to take on this main army. BacT is popped out now. Boom sitting at about 130. And BacT is in complete control of this map. He's going to be able to soak up all the resources. Yeah, Boom's kind of sitting back now, which I think we probably would have liked to see this a little bit earlier. So he had some army to help control some of these resource spots. But now it's almost too little too late. I think
way too late.
I think at this point it's kind of like Boom's got to sit on the hill and wait for BacT to come in and make his move and try to see how much damage he can do with these Anis. Lucky in this matchup, there's not a lot of quick units from the melee, so I think going Ani here against what BacT's throwing at him is going to be pretty advantageous. It's going to be harder for BacT to pick off these Anis, and we'll see how Boom does at protecting them.
So.
Alright, looks like BacT's finally moving in on these siege workshops on the left. Looks like Boom's going to try to bring some of his army. Yeah, with Boom fighting for his life, I think we might be in for a long one. I think he's going to force BacT to come at him. And I'd like to see a group of Halbs take out these elephants that are coming up the side of a Boom's base. Here comes the Anis downhill. Looks like Boom's going to try to move in to snipe all these scorpions out here. Like to see some...
One shot.
Boom.
Two
Boom.
shots.
Boom. Oh, there goes all of BacT's scorpions. Oh my, oh my. Do.
That might be a highlight reel.
Do. Chews up all the scorpions there. BacT bringing his arbs over to the north side of the map. Is going to shut down a couple of gold and stone piles for Bo0mstik, and stops the castle. Already got his Treb out, pounding on it while he's soaking up the gold. It's amazing to me watching BacT be able to do multiple things at once so efficiently. He's doing an excellent job with his map controls throughout this series so far. Boom has a bunch of elephants here running into Halbs. This is not a good fight to take. He needs to get out of dodge. A little lag here. I think Boom's just kind of preoccupied with what's going on the north side of his base. He doesn't really see too much going on here. So Boom getting his elephants out of there without losing too much. Now he's got his scorpions behind to help drill these Halbs that are chopping them down. Boom doing a good job getting these Trebs up here and taking out this portion of BacT's base, and hopefully he can take over this gold pile before BacT gets too much of it. Boom getting a castle down next to his gold pile over here. We're definitely in for a game right now. Both players are popped out. Looking like Bo0mstik kind of low on resources, about 1,000 food, a little under 1,000 gold. BacT sitting on 1,800 gold, 3,700 food. Definitely the resource advantage goes to BacT right now. Both players each have a relic apiece, so no clear advantage there. Let's see how much damage that Boom can do with these Anis right here. Got the Scorps coming in. Excellent army move. It's going to completely overwhelm. Oh, absolutely drills those Halbs right in front of him. Good micro there. This Treb and this base is going down up top. Looks like that castle that Boom had immediately got knocked down. And I think BacT's going to try to make a move down the center of Boom's base. Boom literally has his whole entire army over here. I think he probably should have split it. Didn't need the whole crew to take this small base up to the northwest part of the map. And
I understand that, but I feel like Boom needed to take an efficient fight because he's so behind on eco. So I don't fault him on that. I feel like he needed to do that, but hopefully he can get the men back soon.
Yeah, because we're losing farms, we're losing... being able to climb the hill is a huge advantage for BacT right now, getting on top. So, yeah, it's going to be hard for Boom to push him back off at this point. We've got a few BBCs coming out as well, and they're hammering on that castle that Boom's trying to put up. This thing looks like it's probably going to go down. Oof. Oh, excellent play by BacT. Now he's got the Trebs up, and he's going to start hammering on the castle. Boom is in deep trouble right now, trying to get this slow-ass, soggy-ass fucking army from Melee out to the side. The worst freaking civ in the game. I can't believe BacT picked this nonsense, but hey, it's working out for him. Another castle down for Bo0mstik. He's trying to chop down these Trebs right now.
I feel like Melee Acropolis is what you play favorite one on. You know what I mean? Slow him down. Slow him down.
Do something to slow him down. Yeah. Excellent job by BacT protecting his Trebs right here. It looked like Boom had the elephants to come in and take him down, but they're so weak that they just can't do enough damage to take these Trebs out. BacT is still popped out right now. Boom is sitting on about 100 pop right now. This is looking bad for a boy Boom right now. He's just not gonna have, even if he's able to take out this push that BacT has going on right now. I just don't think he's gonna have the resources behind him, especially with these arbs shooting fish in a barrel over here on the north side of his base.
Yeah.
Ooh. Excellent BBC shots by BacT to take out some of these Anis over here. Oh, and that is that. BacT with the 3-0 sweep over the beloved Bo0mstik. All right, let's head back to the scoreboard. Get it on the update. BacT able to survive. Going to play the loser of Dragon Star and Lan. And Bo0mstik is going back to the hotel room and packing his bags and heading back to Chicago.
You had a bad day.
Tommy, thoughts on the series? What'd you like? What'd you not like?
I think Boom is going to be upset with himself when he watches the first 2 games. I think that there were plenty of chances where he could have won both those games, especially the Magyar one.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think Bo0mstik definitely had the advantage, had the jump on him, being the more experienced DM player. But credit to BacT being able to rally in both those games and come back and build up a massive population and really take it. BacT took control of the map in every game, including this last one, and he was just a step ahead of Bo0mstik. We definitely saw some monster Ani shots from Bo0mstik during this series, so we're gonna chop up some of that, and then we'll try to find some highlights here from BacT as well, making a really good play. Let's go ahead and bring the. So are we getting interviews right now, or is it too late for interviews?
I think it's bedtime. I think it's bedtime for Tommy.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and send a message to Boom if he wants an interview here. We just want to bring him on and tell him what's up. It's also a good way to con him to get into the Discord too. So let's see if he'll respond.
I don't think he's gonna want him coming into the Discord.
Again, this is a good way to trick him into getting back in here. You just got to do it like one little bit at a time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just an interview, Boom, come in this time. And then next time it's like, listen, Boom, it's just, one game, we need help with this.
I hope it works.
We'll see. If you want a loser on there, sure. Boom, you are not a loser in our heart. Are we able to get Bo0mstik access to the caster spot so we can bring him in here?
Yeah, he just has to pop in.
I think it's locked for him.
I don't think it is. He has to come into the Discord though. Let me see. Oh yeah, he needs a caster role. We could go down to streaming.
Yeah, we'll go down to streaming. That's a good idea.
Yep. All right.
Boom. Boom, you with us?
Hey, Greek.
All right, here, let me message him again. All right, I'm trying to trick him into it. He goes, "I'm not in Discord." I type that. Can you be?
I feel like he'll not be joining us.
I'm gonna try to see if he. We'll try to. Yeah, I think this will work. All right, we're trying to get Bo0mstik in here for an interview.
Hello.
There he is. Boom. How's it going?
It's going fine.
Bo0mstik.
Other than that 03 I just stuck up, but
Well, I think you ran into a pretty good player right there. Me and Tommy were both talking. We were really impressed how you got a jump on him in both of those games. And both those times, I mean, you probably thought the same thing. It was like, damn, Bo0mstik is going to take this from him. He's really got him on his back foot.
Yeah.
And it was really strange how BacT was just really able to still counter your push just enough and build out his base at the same time. I mean, he played really well. So what were your thoughts on the series?
Yeah, my strategy going into this was to kind of lay low like I typically do, and then strike with the Saracen all-in like market strat. And I felt pretty confident after that first game. I mean, I felt like I lost like 2 of those games. I don't feel like he won them.
Correct.
And I have a bad habit of that. Like I can have issues closing games. So you saw it there. So I wanted to save Pitt for the last game, but we never got there. So, but yeah, sorry, but I was just gonna say, my initial plan was to do Pitt first and then save that like Saracen strat for later and to go all in and kind of like catch him off guard with speed. But I went a different route. I don't know. That first game, I felt like I had the speed on him, and I never feel that way. So.
Yeah, but boom. If it makes you feel any better, we're asking admin to get some urine tests from BacT because he played really, really like he was doped up. But that I think that Magyar with that battle over trying to get that castle completed twice, I think consumed probably about 11 villagers. I think that was a big thing, but I don't know what it was specifically, but clearly it didn't have something to get it done. But you killed every one of his villagers. Every one of his villagers, I feel like.
Yeah, there's no excuse for that first game. He was fucked. And I just couldn't pull back. Like I was like a little shocked. And I was like, okay, I think I've killed like 8 or 9 billies. And I just couldn't take my foot off the gas pedal. So,
Yeah, I think,
and then about halfway through.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say about halfway through, I checked my phone and saw that Bitcoin had dropped like $10,000 in like half a second, and I was like, oh my god, and that kind of threw me off. Yeah, the whole crypto market just went down big time. So, I'm not saying that's an excuse, but it kind of threw me off a little bit. I was like, holy shit. But that's okay.
Yeah, you gotta put your phone on silent in these games, man. You gotta stay focused.
Yeah.
So, Boom, how many games of Acropolis Melee have you played before that game?
2. I feel.
Oh, so
I feel like I played that one other time. It might have been a Mongol War. That's the strategy that I used against True the first time I played in like the Deathmatch World Cup 3, I think. And I thought it would, like give me a few more minutes, and it does. But this dude, he just fucking. I mean, I don't know, man. He plays like really slow, like slower than me. So that's saying something.
Yeah,
like that whole game, I just felt like it's like I'm just if like I don't put the fight on him, it's never gonna happen. So I don't know.
My favorite match was definitely the Saracen War. I felt like BacT went with the whole entire tech tree. Even I think he misclicked and threw a couple siege towers out there. I was hoping you were able to crush them with your Anis. You had some excellent Ani shots in the Saracen War. So that's definitely getting chopped up and put in the highlight. We are here for the Ani shots. That's for sure.
Those are great Onager shots.
I've kind of cut back on my Onager play these days, so maybe I should have done a few more of those for you, but is what it is. I think I'm gonna go back and watch replays, which I never do, like ever.
I think you're gonna
see
be
how
very
close
frustrated.
those games were.
They were
for sure.
It was very mysterious. I think he somehow stole your ability to use Magic Eco in that first game because you completely had him with all. You had so many of his villagers. You had him surrounded. You continued to raid, and he's just I don't know. He's just a machine, man. He was any opportunity he could pop out a villager or get a building up or get some more units out. He was doing it. I think in that first Magyar War, going with those rams to get out in front of your cav archers really helped him really push you down the map until where he was able to finish it off. But hey, Listen, Boom, we love watching people come out and play to win, which is exactly what you did in all 3 of those games. So definitely kudos to coming out and competing today and putting on a show for all the fans of Greek TV out there.
And kudos to you, Boom, for showing up because so far besides Otter one, but nobody that has lost has shown up for an interview.
Yeah.
So like kudos to you. We know it's not the easiest thing
way to let
do.
your nuts hang, Boom.
Yeah.
I mean, all these like tournaments are still like fairly new to me. I don't really do like 1v1s much unless I have to. Like these days, everyone's either on CBA or 1v1 for the tournament. So it's like I got to pick a side. Definitely not going CBA. So
that's too bad. Hey, we converted Kellen to the dark side. Why don't you come along?
I heard. That's a shame. That is, but maybe like Quindy can be like the CBA guys. That can be their new thing. That's cool.
Well, those players are pretty good. If we get them playing too much, they might just be the kings of everything in AOE. So maybe we shouldn't let too many of them over.
Boom, we miss you in the Discord. Every day we chisel another piece of your name on the tombstone. And it's just not the same without you. We were just
It's leaving a big hole in my Discord. I never know when you guys are active, so
right.
We'll see.
I mean, you're one of the last active DMers, so you not being in there, you know what I mean? You're like one of the last holdouts that got whacked. You got clipped, and now it's like I don't know.
I definitely agree with you, Boom. I like the team games in deathmatch more than the 1v1s. I mean, when shit gets down to fucking, you're just throwing trash units at each other, I just want to take a fucking screwdriver to my brain. So I definitely feel you when it comes to the style of games. So, but hey, I credit you for competing and putting on a good show.
Yeah, I wish I could have got a couple wins for you guys there. It's close. I feel better in 1v1s now than I ever have. So I guess just in a couple more decades, like I'll be ready to go. So, but I'm like 50 or so. Like
playing the long game. I like it.
Deathmatch World Cup 9. I'll be there. So.
Well, Boom,
props to Lan and BacT or BacT, however he says it. These guys have strong ass like macro skills, and I'm just not quite there yet. That guy had awesome eco. He's all over the place. Like props to him. So,
all right, Boom. Well, all I hear is take a day off, clear the brain, maybe get yourself a fat sack, and then once you go through that, it's time to get your ass back in the gym and get chiseled up, right?
Yeah, man, I got to get these biceps up to speed.
Yeah,
there's some big biceps in this Discord. So
yes, there is, especially in the family. We got some muscle and some enforcers in the fam. So
everyone's excited about the Yeti game. Boom, are you gonna be watching that?
When is this?
All right, so tomorrow, Greek TV is gonna be streaming Hazy versus Veles at 18 GMT. And then immediately after that, we got Deadly Yeti versus Leaf at 19 GMT. And then depending on my schedule, if I still got time, we're going to see if we can do the Otter and Kimbre at 20 GMT after that. Also going down tomorrow, we got freaking Andy and Zariab at 16 GMT. Favorite and Lyrics at 19 GMT. If no one's doing this freaking Andy and Zariab and it's at 16 GMT, I'm jumping all over that. That's gonna be a fun night to watch.
Strong game.
Boom, yeah. Maybe you could be one of those guys. Like you got eliminated, but you could make a career in co-casting. You know what I mean? It works for Tony Romo. I'm just saying.
That's true. But you guys seem to have that on lockdown, so you guys are doing great with that.
Hey, we're trying our best.
Streams, commentary.
Even old and hungover as we are right now, we're trying our best.
Holy
we appreciate it.
Boom! I was gonna sleep this one out.
You don't understand. The Age of Empires gods woke me up from a deep drunken nap that I was taking. I fell asleep at about 9 p.m. and I woke up at 10:50 p.m. right before everything started, just wiping the crusties out of my eyes in time to stream this matchup. So I'm glad I was able to do it, even though you didn't come away with the victory. We're still proud of you, Boom.
Well, thanks for the kind words, and thanks for streaming this. I know it's late for you guys, especially for Tommy. He's like 55 at this point.
Yeah, I know.
You know, the guy can use some sleep. But just get dumb.
It's okay. It's okay.
But yeah,
I think BacT just
I had
gifted
fun
me
playing
something.
this.
What the hell was that? I'm still learning all this
Looks like
Twitch
some
shit.
subs.
Literally, some sort of present just popped up on my stream. Was that a sub? I thought I put my Dave Chappelle animations up for all this shit. So yeah, I got a bunch of different subs. How about that? Fuck yeah, thanks guys. I don't even know what a sub is. I guess I get money or something. So if someone wants to send me the FAQs on whatever the hell just happened, that'd be fucking great. I'm probably gonna read it tomorrow. Too drunk to be reading shit right now.
Yeah.
Tommy, you got anything else for our boy Boom right now?
No, Boom. Breaks my heart to see you go. And this is the part of the tournament. Like, we lost Hamza today, we lose you. You know, it's just not the same tournament. You know, 3 more people that leave, I have no more interest. You know, I'm just saying.
But you know, kind of expected those things. So
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put an ad on Indeed for another co-caster because I think Tommy's out.
Yeah. Just trying to sell my seed.
I need to start networking through LinkedIn right now. Find some talent out there. It's gonna be hard to replace the pipes on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you ever want a guest for one round, I will be glad to help you. So
we would be.
Well, we got plenty of games tomorrow for a guest. I'm just saying.
We would be honored. All right, well,
yeah, cool. I mean, I'm all about
that concludes it for Greek TV's broadcast of DM World Cup 4 Boom versus BacT. We appreciate everybody coming in. Packers only has 3 people in his stream right now, and if you haven't seen his stream, he basically plays country music and then mumbles random shit into the microphone. So it's good, solid entertainment for about 10 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and send you there. Again, everybody,
also,
thank you for coming in. Boom, definitely thank you for coming in for the interview and put on a show for us. Congrats out there to BacT. You played your ass off. We're taking the tag of overrated RMer off and making you a legitimate DM player that's going to be able to compete and hopefully make it into the main event as we go forth. But again, thank you everybody for coming out. We're going to send you over to Packers Too Legit to Quit. Thank you.
2v1 over here.
Getting 2v1 down, getting 3v1 over
I was saying this all game.
The fucking game.
Dude, he's at an all-time high of 3 people. He's gonna like have a canary when he sees 11 people come in.
He has a nice haircut.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, looking sharp. Looking better than me.
Is that him?
Yeah.
That's him. Wait, you've never seen him?
No.